to Final Fridays .hack GU edition. So I was debating what to do because there's the terminal disc, which came with the special edition of Volume 1, I think, that kind of goes into some backstory that people might want to know about. But those videos are kind of long, so what I'm thinking is I might record those separately and put them in the playlist for the stream series. Don't know yet. Oh, comments without a viewer. And, but yeah, so I'll probably put them in a separate video recorded and just have those. We'll see. For now, we're gonna start .hack GU. Oh, there's our the stream thing now. Hello, Sarah. Hope subtitles are on. Intro video is always cool. And the music's fantastic.
Whoa, this is cool.
Hey! Hey, you! You, the adept rogue! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! So, I take it this is your first time playing this game?
Kinda.
Yeah, I just finished installing it to my PC.
Well, if you wish, we will be honored to show you around.
Huh?
I am sure you would like to become well acquainted as soon as possible.
Just say yes and come along with us. I promise you won't regret it.
All right, it is decided then. Here, I'll hand you my member address.
Member addresses are short email addresses that you can only use in the world. Short mail allows you to instantly send and receive messages from any player online in the world.
You can only invite people that you have member addresses for to join into your party.
All right, so let's open the menu.
I'm hitting triangle. There we go. Okay. If you're wondering about the awkward pauses in the dialogue, that's because they had to time the English voice acting to the Japanese. This was a problem they had in the original games.
This is a list of all the people who have a member address.
As well as the original 4. It's never going to change. I feel like they should just slow down the people speaking. That way they wouldn't have had to have the pauses, but you know. Whoops, accidentally skipped it.
Okay, let's have some fun.
I am honored to lend you my sword.
I hate you so much,
Okay,
Asta.
great. Now your party is complete. Remember, you can only invite people logged into the world.
No kidding?
Enough with the formalities. Should we go on to your first adventure?
This game is weird in 60. Why 60 FPS so... It feels so smooth. And fast, actually. Alright. Saving. I'm so happy I don't have to go to the PS4 menus in order to save, unlike Final Fantasy 12.
This is a transporter called the Chaos Gate. Players can use this to travel from the root town to other locations. Choose Warp menu.
How about
In
no?
the world, all locations except for root towns, fields, and dungeons are called areas.
You can warp to these areas by combining 3 words at the Chaos Gate.
These words determine the type of area, monster strength, and so on. Alright, let's try out the word selection. Choose area word from the menu. This is where you input the words. The thing at the top is the word plate. You combine the 3 words in here to create the area you want to go. The gyro at the left of the screen shows your current stock of words. You can get more words by getting information from other players, emails, and forums. Okay, why don't you give it a try? Let's start with the first word. Choose courageous from your stock.
You're not giving me a lot of options here.
Okay, now you can go to your first area. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. See the mark left of the area word? That's a server symbol. It indicates the server you're currently in. Right now, it's showing triangle for Delta.
Hope you guys studied your Greek.
So, as you can see, we are all in the Delta server.
If it's a different server, you'll go to another area even with the same area word. Pay attention to the server symbol when invited to an area by a friend.
If you want to know more, just check out some of the forums. Alright, then we're off to Delta Courageous Engaging Daydream.
Yeah, they force you to only have one word for this tutorial. Usually when it's a story word, or story area, they try and give like some meaning to the keywords.
So, we've all been transported to a field.
Open your map to take a look at the layout.
Trying to think. I believe the original games just had like a big black bar at the bottom of cutscenes for where the subtitles would go. I think these ones are actually full resolution.
This is the area map.
Unless it was just
Use
stretched
this
out.
screen to check current position, mission info, and any other information you may need.
We're going to be looking at this map a lot. Because areas are randomly, well,
This
not
is
really
our
randomly generated, but they're basically randomly generated, so you gotta know where to go.
Missions are basically, well, I guess they're sort of like our objective for the area. It looks like this is a collection mission.
We must collect 3 symbol fragments and make our way to the Beast Temple.
The symbol fragments are in treasure chests found on the altars. The altars are protected by monsters, so the only options are to open the treasure without being seen, or defeat the monsters first, then open the treasure.
Which is usually the option I'll go for.
These are the altar icons. I suggest we first head to each of these icons and open the treasure chests.
Now, this is the icon for the Beast Temple, which is our final destination.
Okay, now that we've confirmed what our mission is, let's be on our way.
Wait up, Asta. You forgot one more thing.
Naturally.
Okay, this time let's really get going.
And then we ran out of voice acting. Man, this game's cool. God Hack's pretty rad. I'm pretty sure I run way faster than I used to. Seeing everything, like all the... Like, if I go here, seeing all the words and the lines in the menu being clear and crisp is really messed up, man. I'm not used to this. Can I actually check the status of EO10? I can. Wait. Yeah, whatever. Hold up. Oh, it does show that they're in Kestrel. That's cool. I never actually bothered to check that in the original game. I don't know if that was there. Sire says, game looks good. Have you played this before? I have. I've played Volume 1, 2, and 3 of this game. The Volume 4 is brand new for this version.
We found an altar already.
I've also never seen the terminal disc stuff, or the parody that was on the main menu, so we'll have to check that out at some point. But the last time I played .hack GU was probably... 2012? It's been a good long while. I remember a lot of things, but not everything.
The battle area spreads out like this. The battle area is surrounded by the battle fence, so it's virtually impossible for anyone to escape.
The only way to escape from a battle is with an item called a smoke screen.
Asta and I don't have one right now, so we'll have to fight it out.
Thank you for being cooperative, Goblins.
Hey, you're not too bad.
Not so difficult, huh?
Yeah, keep it up.
That's it. Just continue fighting like that.
Can and will. Wait. Oh, that's cool. There's an item quick select by pressing L3.
Not bad.
Keep expecting them to talk. I guess not. Okay. Battles in this game are fairly matchy. Oh,
we found another altar. I'll teach you about using skills to attack.
There's kind of an element of just hitting a dude a lot until you can do a special attack, and kind of doing that.
My sword fears nothing!
The regular and combo attacks are just simply normal attacks. Skills enable you to do much more damage to your enemies. Okay, what you see here is the skill trigger menu. Do you see the 4 panels? You can press the button that corresponds to each panel to execute the different arts.
Now try it out by using the arts. Gale Blade.
Gale Blade! Alright, perfect.
Oh, that reminds me of the most important question about this remaster.
The skill trigger is not just a shortcut.
It can also be used to stop enemy attacks, or it can be used to interrupt one of your own.
Aren't you forgetting something important, EO10? There is an even more important use for the skill trigger.
Rengeki!
Of course I haven't forgotten. You're talking about Rengeki, right?
So this is kind of what I mean. Just mash on a dude until he turns purple. Like this. Damn it!
There you go.
Very well. Shall we let him play as he wishes?
That's a good idea. All right, Haseo, it's all up to you now.
I'm pretty sure they fucked up the Rengeki. I gotta double check my original Volume 1, but I don't think I did Rengeki sound effect. Y'all are OP as hell.
Not bad.
Trying to do work over here and learn how to play the game. Alright, is there another tutorial? I forget. Nope. Alright, cool. Just got a sneak attack.
They're ours.
There's also a couple other things about combat that they have not deigned to... Oh. Okay. That they have not deigned to show us yet. Like, get-up attacks. But nothing too important. This game's not terribly difficult.
Yeah! Awesome job! Alright, let's finish off by heading for the Beast Temple.
Okay, now use the map to check your position, just like we taught you.
It's not terribly difficult. With a little thoughtful play, you can actually kill stuff that's decently higher level than you. Your AI partners probably will die, but you'll be okay. There's some encounters that are fucked, but that's deliberate. I'm trying to think. The fun in this combat system, I don't think really gets going until about halfway through this game when you get access to another feature. But for now, we get to mash on stuff and kill things really easily. I swear I run faster than normal. It must be the doubled frame rate.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law. We just call it the Beast statue. But I think in the game's story, it's supposed to be an important god or something. You see that treasure box? That's the offering to the Beast statue. There's a rare item inside of that you can only get in this area.
Go ahead and open it, Haseo.
You sure?
Go ahead, you're still a noob. You need all the help you can get.
It's not the right version of noob! Why couldn't you fix this? God damn it.
Thanks. What the?
The items in the treasure chest are your rewards.
Yes, and our reward is you.
I love taking out these pathetic noobs. It's really quite fun. Face it, an idiot like you isn't qualified to play this game.
Hey, hold on. I thought you said I could kill this one. Don't you remember? After all, this is my reward! Nice try, dear.
How pathetic.
Well, what do you expect from a noob who's just logged in for the first time?
Ugh, come on, say something already.
Hello?
I swear, just pretend to be their friend, and they fall all over themselves to let you PK them. Hey, you're still around, aren't you, kid? Huh? What the?
Welcome to the world.
Hope you guys watched the Dot Hack Roots anime, because that entire thing just happened. Like, literally. That 8 months later, that was Dot Hack Roots.
Please help me!
What an idiot. Ha!
The terror of death!
It's a sale! The PKK!
What?
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be that strong. I guess this means that the rumor about you killing 100 PKers wasn't a lie after all. Hey, come on, don't look at me like that. Here, let me apologize. So just take it easy, calm down, and die!
Do you know Tri-Edge?
What did you say?
He's a legendary PK, shrouded in blue fire. They say players that get killed by him never come back to the game.
Huh? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you actually believe that crap. Those old forum fairy tales. So, you think you can go up against me, the Great Bordeaux, and just walk away like nothing happened?
Yeah, I think I can.
So it's you. You, the character that stinks of death. The terror of death. You're the PKK, Haseo. Players who kill other players are disgraceful. And I agree it's terrible how PKs can just strut around the world so easily these days. But is it right that you PKKs have chosen to use brute force to stop them?
I don't have time for this. Not now.
You have no authority, and it earns you nothing. So why? I am the leader of Moon Tree's Unit 2. My friends call me Sakaki, and I'm afraid I cannot overlook your actions.
Did you say Moon Tree? What's that? The name of a guild? Sorry, Sakaki, but I've already got enough friends. Thanks.
Do you always interrupt people like that? You know, Sakaki wasn't finished talking to you yet.
Shino.
Atuli, do you know this person?
No?
Atuli.
It's not unusual to meet players with similar characters in an online game like this. Just a case of mistaken identity.
Hey, you. Why don't you just... Huh? A text message. Delta Hidden Forbidden Waterfall. Waiting at RK Keln. But who sent it? Ovan!
Just hold on a moment. Why don't you stop acting like a complete fool? Remember what you PKKs are trying to do. If you succeed, you'll be no different from the PKs themselves.
Ovan!
It's been a long time, Haseo. Or maybe I should call you the Terror of Death. You've gotten quite strong. A lot stronger than you were back then.
Well, I was forced to become stronger, thanks to you. You, where have you been?
Haseo, always the reliable one. I knew I could count on you.
When the Twilight Brigade broke up, why didn't you come then? What have you been doing the last 6 months?
I was busy. It was such a small seed. I needed to find out what was growing inside. And there was only one way to find out. That's why I decided to raise it.
You raised it? What are you talking about, Ovan?
I'm speaking figuratively.
When you suddenly disappeared, we all just... Why did you disappear like that? After that, Shino...
Haseo, do you want to know about Tri-Edge?
Wait, you know Tri-Edge?
6 months now, and Shino hasn't come back to the world since Tri-Edge killed her. Meanwhile, the real-life Shino is lying in a coma, and no one seems to know the reason why. Tri-Edge. He is not a normal PK.
So you knew about Shino?
Yes, but that's all that I know. But if you were able to find Tri-Edge, you might learn something about Shino's coma.
You may also learn more about what really happened that day. And if you were somehow able to defeat Triage,
then maybe Shino would come out of the coma.
If my information is correct, he will be back today at the scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime? You mean...
Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. The place where Shino was killed.
The Whole Grand's Cathedral. Yes, finally. I'll get my chance. I swear I'll bring Shino back. I'll do it, Ovan!
Yes. You and I. We're the only ones who could possibly bring her back.
We're the only ones. Ovan?
I'll meet you at the Holy Ground. There are some things I must do.
I don't think that was in the original version of that cutscene, the warp into the Chaos Gate. Maybe I just didn't notice it.
He will be back today, at the scene of the crime.
Tri-Edge is coming here.
They say there used to be a statue of a girl here.
A girl?
That's right. She was called Aura.
I wonder, why'd she disappear?
Who knows? Maybe she just lost her interest. Lost hope for this world.
What's that sound? Is that Tri-Edge? You bastard! Damn. What the hell? What the hell are you? This guy killed Shino. It's not over yet!
Huh? What the? I was fighting Tri-Edge, but then... Damn it, I can't remember. Huh? I don't remember doing that. Reformatted? What's going on? What about my emails? Huh? What the hell? I would never delete these. They're all gone? Even the emails I got from Shino. Everything's been reformatted. What the hell is going on? An email? Fine, let's take a look. Bovan? Trial and truth. Whether or not I should quit the world? You should know better, Ovan. I'm gonna go back to the world, and then I'm gonna get Shino back, no matter what.
Okay, let's take a quick break there for a second before we continue on, because a lot of shit just happened, and I really like that you can tell pretty much exactly what's going on by what Syra is saying in the chat. So I'm just going to read this verbatim. This is the Chronicles of Syra here. I knew it. These two were way too suspicious. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Did we just die? Please give us a Phoenix down. I know nothing about .hack, so maybe I should watch it over the weekend. Holy shit, what just happened? I'm so lost, but so invested. Oh no, was it a trap? Did we die again? That pretty much is what everyone thinks when they play .hack GU for the first time. God damn, where to start? There's so much to talk about. Obviously, GU is a sequel to a series of 4 games, also called .hack, but they are Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine. If you want to see a really good Let's Play of those, probably better than I could ever do, you want to check out Naka Talili's channel. I'll link the playlists in the description of this stream when I'm done. He did a fantastic job with those games. I definitely recommend those LPs. But the character Tri-Edge that we were fighting earlier is the same character model, more or less, that the player character had in the original .hack games. And when the first trailer of .hack GU came out, it was pretty much that scene of Haseo fighting Kite. Or Tri-Edge. Kite is the character from the first games that looks like Tri-Edge. And everyone's just ballistic. They're like, what is happening? Like, we don't understand anything. All we had was that fight scene. We were like, what is this game? I'm so ready. And then I don't think we got any news for like a year or something. Man, those were good times. But yeah, to get what is the relevant information that you need to know? Syra, if you're gonna watch Dot Hack Roots, do not watch all of it, because the end of Dot Hack Roots, I don't remember exactly what episodes. I'd have to look it up. I think it's somewhere around 25, 24, something like that. It starts to get spoilery for like the end of this game and some plot stuff in the second game. So don't watch all of it. Watch some of it. But the relevant information I can remember is that Haseo, after getting PK'd, joins up with Ovan's guild because Ovan's saved him, whatever. Haseo hangs out with this chick named Shino. They get along really well. They kind of start to develop. Well, Haseo starts to develop some romantic feelings for Shino, and then Shino gets PK'd by Triadge and goes into a coma. Then obviously disappears from the world. And then the Twilight Brigade kind of just dissolves. That no one really wants to be around and doing stuff anymore. And Ovan is just gone. He bails completely. No one can get into contact with Ovan. And Haseo visits Shino at the hospital a lot and then tries to find a way to bring her back. And that all happened in like the 8 months from the tutorial of this game to just now. Cyrus says, should I watch it after your LP of this? I think you're cool to watch all the way up to whatever that spoiler point is, but I don't know when that is. Let me see. Dot Hack Roots spoiler. While we do that, let me start the story up. So this is the desktop. We're going to be going here a lot, but you can do your save data here. Accessories, you can change your wallpaper and background music. We don't have any yet, but we'll unlock more later. And we can change our color settings. Let's go for a nice blue, I guess. Standardize our colors. Doesn't seem to be changing much. Why is it not changing? I don't understand. Go blue, goddammit. Oh, it's only changing the color of the thing. It's not changing... Why is it not changing everything? It's supposed to change everything. God damn it. I don't know why everything's not changing. Whatever, we'll just reset it. It's fine. Yeah, so you can change your wallpaper and colors here. You can view old cutscenes here. So if I wanted to rewatch all that stuff, although actually I seem to not be able to. Oh yeah, there's the first trailer, I think. We'll watch this and I'll look up the Dot Hack Roots spoiler stuff. Oh wait, no, this is the opening video for Volume 1. There was no title screen for Volume 1 in this remaster, so you wouldn't have seen this. So yeah, let's watch this. trying to actually find it. Yeah, I can't find it. And this is really hard to Google because you want to like. Anyways, yeah, Crimson Versus. This doesn't exist in Volume 1. At least I don't think it does. Yeah, it's a card game, sort of. Community forum. We'll check these out in a minute, and the news. But for now, let's try and go back into the world. And then obviously there's the official site and the official forum. We'll check those out also in a minute.
What's going on? Why is my equipment different? What the? I'm back at level 1? What about my items? My member list? My equipment? Gone. It's all gone. My whole character has been completely reformatted.
Hey, did you see that guy just now? With the really weird arm? Totally!
Arm? Ovan? He would know something about this.
I'm looking it up, and you might actually be okay to watch all of Roots before, just now. I'm not sure. Sorry, so I don't have to go through the whole story. Thanks for explaining some stuff, though. I appreciate it. Maybe I should just stop watching after the girl goes into the coma. Shit, what was I doing? Oh yeah, look for Ovan, right. Wait, hold up. Is this the one? No, it's not. Never mind. Okay. There's a character that looks like Sayake or Shake over here, and she has something I want. It's not Trigger. Yeah. Anyways, I think you might be able to watch all of it. The thing I'm thinking of is only a spoiler if you know what to look for it.
Hey,
It sounds
you know what
like.
that guy's job was? I don't think I've seen a design like that.
I didn't look that closely.
I saw him head towards the harbor. Maybe I'll go get a closer look.
So you're probably okay to just watch it. If you're really concerned, what you want to do is stop after, or once you start getting into the Forest of Pain in the anime. Because you were wondering why Haseo got strong as hell and looked awesome. It's because he did the Forest of Pain event in the anime, which I guess is technically an anime spoiler, but it doesn't really matter, it's not a big deal. And as a reward for clearing the event, because the Forest of Pain was an in-game event, he got boosted up to his maximum level.
Really? I thought he looked kinda creepy. So, you like guys that look like that?
Where'd he go?
I think he went down that alley.
Because the way Haseo's class works is he's, how do I describe this? He's basically a red mage, but right now he can only access his twin daggers, his dual swords form, Later on, he's going to be able to also access his giant sword form and his scythe form. But he has to go through in-game events to get those. And the Force of Pain is kind of like a quick boost to maximum level. Or maximum job level. I'll find you eventually, character. Sorry, says, thanks, I'll keep that in mind. No problem. I'll try and point out things that happened in the original .hack games as I remember them, if they're relevant. Like, for example, we're gonna see a lot of lost grounds in this game, which are specific areas that look cool. Those were all areas in, well, most of them were areas in the original .hack games, like the Cool Grounds Cathedral was a very important area in the original 4 games.
Damn, it's those player killers.
It's not much of a challenge when they're so pathetically weak.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Fighting those noobs is making us all rusty.
That rogue that we fought the last time? He really wasn't that bad.
You mean we're going after him next?
Hell yeah. There is no way in hell I can back down after what happened last time.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, what the hell am I hiding for? Why do I have to hide from bastards like them? It's pathetic. You're kidding! What the hell's going on?
Ah! Gaspard, are you okay?
Huh? What happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey! Are you a new player?
You're a noob? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I guess I must have scared you, huh?
Hell no, I'm not a noob. I'm the terror of death.
Terror of what?
What? Wait, are you talking about the famous PKK Haseo?
Oh, you're a player killer killer! I knew I'd heard about him somewhere before. But I'm pretty sure the player's name was Haseo.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Yep.
Hey, look. It's me. I'm the real PKK Haseo.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to gain more levels before you can say anything like that.
What? Hey.
If you're a noob, we'll be happy to teach you the basics of this game.
Actually, Syllabus and I are part of the Noob Support Guild called Canard.
Noob Support Guild?
It's a guild that teaches noobs all they need to know to become top players.
We're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh yeah, I need to give you our member addresses first. Here.
Bro! And Gaspard, I guess.
Member addresses are an address system made just for communicating
it's just
with your
my
friends
luck
in
to
the
get
world.
mixed up with
When
a bunch of
inviting someone into your
weirdos.
party, check their status.
I even lost sight of Ovan. Anyway, right now, I've got to level back up to become the terror of death. Well, I guess I'll just hang out with them for a little while longer.
Look, it doesn't mean that they'll join just because you invite them to. Were you listening to me?
Yeah, I was listening.
You were? Really?
Yes, really. Anyway, come on. You're gonna teach me the basics, right? So hurry up and let's move on to the next lesson.
Okay, then let's go to an area.
Now, invite us into your party, and we'll go find the Chaos Gate.
So the reason why Haseo is like, I guess I'll hang out with these jerks, is because in this game you don't split your EXP. Oh, they're already in my party. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Is it Nuwata? Is because in this game you don't split your EXP up between party members. So there's really zero reason to ever. You should always bring party members with you. And Haseo is saying that, and he's like, yeah, make it easier to pull up. Trying to think though, what other relevant information is there?
Gate. If you input 3 different types of words into...
I know that.
Okay, well then, a good area for a noob is...
Delta Peaceful Leading Freedom. That should be a good place to start.
Sounds good to me. There are 2 things I can think of off the top of my head. One is not really addressed at all in this game, ever. At all. And then one is kind of a central part of the story, which is that the world... Can I see this here, or do I have to log out? I'd have to log out, I think. The version of the world we're in right now is called the World R2, which is basically a remake of the world after... Yeah, see, the World R2. After the original world was lost.
Attention! Bringing 1 noob to the dungeon! Repeat, bringing 1 noob to the dungeon!
I told you that I'm not a noob.
I know. You're really the terror of death, right?
I can understand you wanting to roleplay something like that, but I'm not really sure if you should do terror of death, you know? Player killers are going to come after you, and it'll definitely be rough for you.
Hey, just shut up and listen.
So you're Theo, the terror of death. And when you logged in, your level went down from 133 to 1?
No way! I've never heard of a bug quite like that. Wow!
I'm not lying.
Okay, but still.
Gaspard, that's what he's role-playing.
Oh, now I get it. That's some really complicated character background.
It's not role-playing.
Don't be embarrassed. We'll accept your character concept.
Just relax
God
and come with us.
Damn it.
Will you please listen to me already?
This is some effective goddamn storytelling right now. I'm so... Ugh. God... Jesus. These guys are annoying at the very beginning. Anyways, yeah, so... The original world, the programming, the code for it, was just lost because the company that ran the world, which is confusingly called CyberConnect, or CC Corp, which is the name of the developer of .hack, weirdly enough, burned to the ground. So they lost the code. So they merged what they could salvage with a different game they were developing to make the World R2.
The enemy has been spotted.
Okay, maybe we should start by telling you about the skill trigger.
I already know about that.
But how could you know? You're just a noob.
No, I'm not.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, come on, Haseo. Let's go fight the monsters.
Don't forget to use the skill trigger, okay?
Oh, god damn it. Didn't even love the surprise attack. Fine. So you actually can not use the skill trigger here, and then Syllabus will laugh at you. I gotta use it now because Syllabus is gonna kill that guy. But I wanted to save it for Rangeki because you get an EXP bonus. Also, it helps you level up your arts.
Way to go, Haseo!
Yeah, looks like you can use the skill trigger just fine.
Yes, I can.
I just can't believe that you're a noob.
I told you, I'm not a...
Okay.
Let's move on.
Will you two just listen to me?
The skill trigger's not even a hard concept, man. A noob could do this just fine. There's a mysterious animal that resides in the world known as the Chim Chim. And we have to get a shit ton of its friggin' orbs. So expect to see this a lot. I'm gonna quickly grab some now, because I think we need them for this dungeon. In the original version of Volume 1.0, your teammates did not kick the Chim Chims for you. You had to go do that yourself. So thank God they retroactively put in a Volume 2 improvement into this game. Anyways, yeah. So the World R2 is based off of two different games, one of which being the burning remnants of the world. And so some of the things that you see in this game, like Chaos Gates and what have you, I'm gonna help out, are remnants of the world. And also, some of the weird stuff we'll see later on in the story, and like the Lost Grounds and whatever, that's also because this game used to be a different game. Well, the world used to be a different game. And this all ties into the plot of the Terminal Disc, which is in this remaster. I'll record it later, as I said. And then also the original 4 games. Now, the thing that's never ever really addressed to my knowledge, and if it is, it's not really a spoiler anyway, is that Haseo played in the world R1, but he does not know that. He kind of lost his memories at some point because of things that happened in the original world. The World R2 was not the only version of the world with weird supernatural shit to happen in it. And that's kind of a recurring theme. People will comment in like forums and whatever, be like, this isn't the only time CC Corp has been caught up in some controversy. We'll do one more and I think we're good. So Haseo, I forget his character, like his actual player's name. I think it's Ryu. I don't remember actually.
Well, now that you know how to use the skill trigger, let's learn about Rengeki.
I already know about...
Okay, then let's go and fight them!
I'll tell you the timing to execute it, so make sure you use it.
Listen to me, damn it!
Don't worry, we're listening all right.
Yeah, right.
Not good!
I think it's Ryu Misaki or something like that? I can't remember. Need to keep this combo going so I get Rengeki. There it is. This one I always failed whenever I played .hack GU, because sometimes Syllabus just kills everything before you can Rengeki. Then he yells at you, and I know he had a Rengeki.
Hey! Your Rengeki was pretty good.
Duh.
Wow! Way to go, Haseo! Nice! I was so bad when I was a noob. Good job!
I told you, I'm not a...
Yeah, no one would think you're a noob with your skills.
Hey, come on! Let's keep going!
Are you even hearing anything I'm saying to you?
Yeah, so he played in the world before. He played a character named Sora. So if you ever watch .hack Sign, which is a prequel anime to the original .hack games, then you might recognize a character named Sora. Of course, they never ever really mention this in this game, so, you know, But Sora ended up getting caught up in the supernatural crap of the world.
Do you know about Awakening?
No, I don't.
See? I knew that you were a noob.
Hey!
Now, Haseo. We'll tell you all about them, so don't scowl, okay?
Yeah. So, what is this awakening thing you were talking about?
Well, it's a special attack that you can do together with your party members. Do you want to give it a shot? It's a lot easier to understand it if you're in battle.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. I'm gonna do my best.
Hey, I haven't agreed...
Alright then, let's go encounter some enemies.
And so he actually fell into a coma in .hack's sign as a result of what happened, but he was obviously resurrected, quote, from that coma because of what happened in the .hack games. Oh no, not you, that one. So he doesn't really remember any of that.
Awakening is a state when a special kind of power has been activated. You can use it when the morale gauge on the top right of the screen is full.
So there's actually a reason why something later on in this volume happened, specifically to Haseo.
Okay. I'll do what I can.
And that the reason for why it happened is kind of he was related to some things that happened in .hack's sign. Oh, they didn't die.
You just got one step closer to becoming the terror of death.
The enemies get stronger as we go deeper, so let's kick some butt and get you leveled up.
Dude, Sarah says, oh wow, so after you woke up you didn't remember anything from the first game you played. Interesting. Yeah, that's basically it. So he's just kind of drawn into the world, partly because of interest and what the hell, there it is, that's how you open the map. And partly because he remembers, subconsciously remembers playing the world before. A steam door is one of the traps that are found in dungeons. These doors can only be opened by using chimp spears, and sometimes a quiz. Which is why I was farming those earlier. But if he can wake up from a coma, then so can that girl. Or so we hope. The circumstances of how Shino fell into a coma, and how Haseo fell into a coma are very different. I will not give you false hope. Because that giving you hope that it could happen is just as much of a spoiler as telling you it won't happen. So, I'm not giving you information one way or the other. What I do like about that a bit with the Awakening, though, I kind of skipped over that to talk about Haseo, is that Haseo has pretty much played the world exclusively solo. Remember how I told you that there's really no reason to go solo in this game? Haseo did it anyway. Because he just, after he lost Shino and the Twilight Brigade broke up, he kind of just went full edgelord and didn't want to play with people anymore.
I think even I can win.
So he did everything on his own, so he would never ever have seen Awakenings. He never had a party to do it with. So I think it was a really cool attention to detail that Haseo doesn't know about Awakening.
Wow.
And even though he's kind of a brat for at least the beginning of Volume 1, when there's something he can learn, he's actually a good student. And he wants to learn it. A lot of people like to say Haseo's just an annoying character, but I think he's actually interesting. Used to be able to get more hits out of that combo, I think. Rengeki, god damn it! I was mashing on one. Cyrus says, yeah, I figured you wouldn't have known about the party victory solo. Yep. It's cool attention to detail. This series is full of those, I think. I really wish I could remember Haseo's player's name. Because that's something else that's cool about this series, is because it takes place in an MMO, you don't actually just have the characters, you also have the people playing the characters. And sometimes that's important. Like, I don't think it ever explained this explicitly, but there are characters in this game that were characters in the old .hack games. In fact, there are party members we'll get that were party members in the first 4 .hack games, but they'll never tell you that. You just kind of have to figure that out based off the clues they give you. Tyra says, I don't find him annoying so far. He's maybe a little hot-blooded, but I think he's also justified since he lost his friend. Can't exactly be a calm person after that. Yeah, I'm with you. But knowing how Haseo acts, I can also see the other side of that. He is kind of a brat sometimes for no goddamn reason. Other than that, he's just emotional. Haseo's also a teenager. Like, his player, I think he's in, like, 9th grade or something.
Let's get him!
Son of a... You need to get the combo up to 12, I think, with dual swords in order to get a Rengeki. It might change depending on what weapon you're using to do the combo, I forget. But for dual swords, it's about 12 to 13. And if they die before that happens, I don't get a Rengeki. And how we get new weapon skills is based off of theirs. It's based off of our weapon proficiency level. And that increases much faster if I get Rengeki. No! Skill trigger! Damn it. It increases much faster if I can get Rengekis. Like here, if I go into... No, not skill. Status. You see, I have level 1 proficiency with dual swords. I think it's every odd level? Or every even one starting with 2. No, I think it's every odd level. You get a new art.
Hey, do you guys know anything about Tri-Edge?
Tri-Edge? No, what's that? Some kind of event monster or something?
It's the screen name of a PK.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
No leads on that front, I suppose. They actually increased the leveling up of weapon proficiency in this remaster by a lot. Because you used to have to grind like a motherfucker to get to max proficiency. Which was like the one big grinding thing in these games that I did every time I played it.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law in the world's backstory, but we just call it the Beast statue.
And there is the treasure offering. See? Go on and open it, Haseo.
And just by this parallel between these two guys and Ioten and Asa, you can see the difference between Syllabus, who actually cares about this game and knows the lore, at least a little bit, versus Ioten, who just wants to kill players and doesn't know jack shit about it.
Hey, little Haseo. Been a while, huh?
They're from Kestrel!
Huh? What? Hey, who are these guys?
Famous player killers.
What the? Not now.
Well, well. Looks like you haven't been keeping up since the last time we met. It took me a little while to recognize that you were really the terror of death.
What? He's real?
You're really the terror of death?
That's what we've been saying.
Amazing. I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. I tell you, it has to be destiny.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, right, moron. Give me a break. Someone sent me an anonymous email. So I decided to come and have some fun. Now, what should we play? Well, for starters, how about I love you to death?
I don't really know what's going on. But please, no violence.
Gaspard!
He got in my way.
Oh, hell. What is this? Just what the hell is going on here? What's happening?
Haseo! Run!
Are you you scared? Man, I just love that expression, you know what I mean? God, there is nothing like PK.
Wait a minute. What the... Something is starting to... It's growing.
Hold it.
You guys look like you're having fun.
Who the hell are you? You want to be killed too?
Are you sure you want to do that? The guild that you PKers hate the most might be heading this way as we speak.
Moontree? I can't believe it. You tipped them off, you bitch!
Maybe I did.
Hey! What are we gonna do? Fighting them now is only gonna bring more problems. You! I won't forget this.
What a silly girl. Don't you realize that I just saved you?
Yeah. Thanks a lot for saving us.
You're Haseo.
I don't recall telling anyone like you my name.
You're an unruly child, just like I heard you were.
What are you, a groupie?
Nice try, but I'm not interested in brats.
Well, I'm glad. Because I don't have any interest in old hags.
What? Old hag?
Only an old person like you would use such an outdated phrase like unruly child.
Damn brat. I'll have you know that I'm...
You're...
I'll come back another time.
As you wish.
Let me just give you one warning. Haseo, your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
Dangerous power?
Have you ever had the feeling like there was something strange growing inside your character? As if it is trying to get out. Well, anyway. I'll see you again.
Later, Pie.
Phew! Oh man, that was pretty scary.
Wow. Okay, so I didn't really get all of that, but basically, your character has some really messed up data, right?
Of a fashion.
Really? Well then you should go and tell CC Corporation all about it, and have them recreate your character for you.
It's not normal to go from level 133 to level 1 so suddenly.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's definitely not normal, but... I guess you could say my enemy's not normal either.
Enemy?
If that dangerous power, or whatever she was talking about, can help, then I've got no choice but to keep using this character.
That sounds pretty serious to me. Oh well, anyway, good luck.
You know what? Come to think of it, didn't that lady say that she had already called the Moontree Guild?
That was just a bluff.
She lied?
No, not a lie exactly. That old hag just never said she had actually called them.
A bluff, huh? She's quite the strategist. What's wrong?
What are we doing wasting our time? I mean, what if those player killers come back here?
Yeah, good point. Let's hurry back to town.
Want S's. Straight S's.
Hey.
Hmm?
Why don't you have Moontree protect you?
Yeah, that's right. You've got those really strong-looking PKers after you.
Moontree is a guild that supports the abolishment of PKs.
And part of their mandate includes helping PK victims out.
Moontree, huh? Oh, them. You want me to beg those hard-headed dorks to protect me? Forget about it. I'd rather be PK'd than be protected by all those lecturing loudmouths. Seriously, who makes a charity group in a game?
Haseo.
What's wrong?
How long have you been standing there? What? You got a problem?
Look, Haseo, you don't understand anything about Moontree, okay? We're just trying to make the world a more enjoyable place. We just want to reach an understanding with everyone. I mean, doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect those feelings. But everyone likes to make fun of us, saying we're just some charity group or some cult. We just want to improve, together with everyone else. We are not here to lecture anyone. Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you, Haseo?
You...
Please, take this.
Shit.
Huh?
I'm going to do everything within my power to explain Moontree to you. I want you to better understand who we really are.
Wait, don't I get a say in this?
Nope.
Hey.
Yes?
So, how did you even recognize me anyway? I mean, I don't look anything like I used to before.
Well, I guess it's because you're still you.
Huh?
It's true that I didn't recognize you at first, but soon after that, I realized it was you. Oh, Sakaki's calling me, so I have to get going now. But I'll tell you a lot more about Moontree next time.
Was she a member of Moontree? That's great! If you're friends with a Moontree member, the PKers are bound to leave you alone.
Man. Even though she's got the same face and everything, she's definitely not Shino.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Well, that was all really interesting. Okay, we're gonna head for another area. How about you, Haseo?
No,
Okay, got it. Well, if you need anything, just call us.
We'll help you out.
See ya.
Yeah, later.
God, I'm so beat. What was that about? And what about that woman? And the dangerous power she talked about? I'll log out and check my email or something.
You're gonna hear that one a lot. Oh, God. Lay on my arm, falling asleep. Alright, let's log out and check our email. But first, to the official site. Because now, we can check out all the cool stuff. I'm not gonna read all this, but I'll skim through it. So that way you guys can read it all. You're probably gonna have to pause it a little bit in like the archive or something. This is kind of just lore for the world. gonna sit on it for a couple seconds so you can pause it and read it. Actually, there's a shit ton of this. Oh, God. Alright, well, I said I'd do it. I don't know that I've ever actually sat down and read all of this. Oh, Cernunos. Yes. That's an NPC we'll see more of later. He's got a whole quest line about him. The elves were badass. Fort Oof. Fort Oof. I'm trying to remember if that's an area in this game or not. It might be a lost ground. It sounds like a place that was in the original Dot Hack games. And this is how Beastmen were made. And then the Grunties, who are my favorite race. We have not seen them yet in game. They don't really look like that. Da-da-da-da. Banquet of Conspiracy. There's probably some cool lore in here. Morgue Barrow. Yeah, all these areas might be lost grounds. I know Morgue Barrow is. Goddess Aurora. In the Temple of Arctic Horn. Weird that they say Aurora. So the statue in the Hulgrans Cathedral was a statue of a girl named Aura, who was a major character in the original Dot Hack games. But I'll not go too much more into that. Aura was kind of the reason for everything that happened in the original games. But, like I said, I definitely recommend you check out the Dot Hack LPs from Nakatolili. He did a fantastic job. And he's probably a bigger Dot Hack fan than I am. In fact, he's almost assuredly a bigger fan than I am. I wish this was more easily scrolled through. The rest of the text stuff is easier to get through. It's just, this is harder. Sarah says, that is a lot of info that I would love to read after. That is why I am trying to give you the ability to read it all. I'm sure it's on a wiki somewhere, but you can read it as is. I think the history ones are the longest ones, so hopefully this does not take too much longer. Trying to go decently quick. Imagine if I was reading all this aloud, this would take forever. And that's it for history, okay. Oh no! Okay, that wasn't so bad actually. And then beasts. Oh no! Okay, no, we've already been through that. Okay, those are links to the lore. Da-da-da. Ya tribe. Lay tribe. And the Tu tribe. Oh, Jesus Christ. God of La full set, what's up? Cernanos. Holy shit. Oh no. I'm gonna have to start going a little bit faster. Yeah, okay. I love lore in games, so this is perfect for me. It should just be like Kingdom Hearts and give out info reports little by little, then it's easier to digest and read. I agree. Instead, they just gave it all to you and said, read this when you want. Alright, factions, okay. I don't think any of this becomes relevant to the story at all. Not at all. Like I said, there's a little bit about Cernanos later, but you don't even have to read all this to really get what Cernanos is about. They did once make a proper MMO out of Dot Hack. Well, really, it was just the game for the original Dot Hack games, but, like, online. So you could just go to areas and kill stuff, and that was about it. Oops. But that got canned and never came out of Japan anyway. So... oh, Jesus. That wasn't really a thing. And then I remember there was a fan project to make a online version of this game. But I don't think that ever got off the ground. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I talk myself into this? Usually, if the lore is relevant to something, the game tells you, so there's that at least. They give all this to you, but they don't expect you to actually have to read it. I can talk a little bit about while I'm scrolling through all this. I find it hilarious that people always bash on 15, Final Fantasy 15, for, okay, yeah, here's the Twin Wit stuff. Or, sorry, a Death Row will be in here. They bash on 15 for having a multimedia story, like it has a movie, an anime, and a game. But Dot Hack did this way before 15 ever thought of it. Before 15 was a glimpse in Nomura's eye. And it's awesome. Man, I love this story to Dot Hack. Like, I'll watch all of the anime. You better believe it. And then I'll play the game and see stuff that was referenced in the anime, like, yeah, dude, that was great. Adept rogues are eventually capable to equip... That's... That's a weird way to phrase that. Eventually capable to equip various weapons and use all sorts of magic. However, each weapon must be learned separately, which requires a considerable time investment. Even so, this training will eventually pay off, making them highly adaptable in any situation. But kind of like a red mage, they can't learn the high-level stuff in any one category. So there will be skills that, like, Syllabus will learn with his Blade Brandier class that we'll never learn if we were to become a Blade Brandier. Which we won't, unfortunately. Would have been cool if we could choose our own classes, but Haseo already picked for us, so... Alright, now we're on to... gosh. Well, there we are. Now we're on to the forum posts. Medic Union! There's no way to, like, slow scroll through this, unfortunately. I kind of have to, like, let it sit for a little bit. Hold there. And then all of our members. This is telling you how the world threads work. Jesus. It is a good idea to go through the world threads, though. This is actually explaining how the elemental system works. What was it? Yeah, fire, water, wind and earth, and light and dark. The way elemental systems work in this game is a little bit weird, because you'd think that fire is water and water is not weak to fire, but no. In this game, opposing elements are always weak to each other. This one's telling us about lucky animals. We'll learn more about those later. Oh, Jesus. I wonder if there's like a text document someone wrote up at some point that's just all of these threads. And then Chim Chims! There's a special kind of Chim Chim. We'll have to face one for a side quest. Which brings me to... Ah, yes. The Doppelganger. This is not like a thread for Triad or anything. This is actually a side quest. It's surprisingly hard to trigger. Well, not hard, just convoluted. There it is. It's called a Doppelganger, and it's not a PK, it's a monster. And it breaks the level cap. In this game, you can only go up to level 50, and then in Volume 2 you can go up to level 100, and then Volume 3 you can go up to level 150. In this game, Doppelganger actually breaks the level cap, and is a level 50. Because technically, in the way the world works, there's no level cap. At least the level cap would be 150. What was I talking about before that? I forget. .hack, multimedia stuff. I will say that I think the multimedia stuff is done better than it is in Final Fantasy 15. They're actually like interrelated. Whereas 15, the stuff is just like... But it's like, this is not A, not a new concept, and B, I don't hurt storytelling. In fact, I think it can enhance it in some ways. And if CC Corp, CyberConnect 2, whatever you want to call them, actually gets the money to make like a proper sequel to .hack again, I really hope they are able to do more multimedia stuff. Because it's always been that way. The original .hack games, Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine, which from now on I will refer to as the Legend of Twilight games. Actually, do I want to say that? Was that the name of the anime? I forget. We'll call them... We'll just call it the Quadrilogy. And we got area words. Which is why you want to check the threads. Times. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because like when the quadrilogy released, each one of those games came with an episode of an anime on the disc, or on a separate disc, called Liminality, which was showing what was happening in the real world as stuff was happening in the game. So, and then Sign came out, I think a little bit before those games came out. And Sign was a prequel anime. So, like, Dot Hack has literally been this way for forever. And just having a game and not having the anime, or the movie, or the books, or the manga, these are all real things. It's just weird. Also, random factoid. Yeah, we're almost done. Random factoid. When I was on that The World Ends With You podcast, there was a little bit where Pete was looking for, or trying to find a word he liked. For some reason, I forget exactly what, but one of the words he said was canard. And I kind of just, like, paused for a second. I'm like, that's a nice word. He's like, yeah, thanks. I was proud of that one. The only reason that I know what canard means is because I heard it in this game one time when I first played it and looked it up. So thanks, Doc Hack. You got me brownie points on the podcast. Okay, we're done with the official shit. Now we get to go to the community forum. Oh god. Wait, do you guys want to keep saying this, or should I play the game? I think I should play the game. We'll go check out the forums after. Okay, we'll start at the bottom. This. I'll read these, why not? Let's say, would you like to try taking on a quest with us? You may already know this, but quests are like part-time jobs for players. Basically, there are people in the world who have problems, and we help them out. By completing quests posted at the quest shop, we receive a reward that matches the content of the quest. So not able to be able to level up, but earn money at the same time. If you're interested in the quest shop near the Warp Point in Central District, Mac and New. Right now, you can probably take on a quest called the Crown Quest. If you're up to it, invite Gaspard and me. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks, Gaspard. I mean, Sylvis. That's a side quest. We can do that. Thanks for adventuring with me. Never thought you were the real terror of death. I've heard a lot about you. This is the 4th time I've been targeted by PKers. I'm just glad I didn't actually die this time. So what are you gonna do now? Must be really rough having to start from scratch again. So you always have 2 options, and one of them's like the jerkbag one. And then there's this one. So we'll send him this one. If you send the wrong email, then the quest train breaks for a while. And you don't want that to happen, because it helps raise your affection stat with your teammates. It's really worth the terror. I was so surprised. How many times have been PK'd by now, lol. Apparently, Beast Race characters are really easy targets. Something like, I don't feel bad about killing it, because it's just a dumb animal. If there's anything Sylvis or I can do to help, just let us know. And so we don't want to be a jerk, so we're gonna send this one back. And then Pie. This is basically a repeat of what we went over before, but don't forget, your character hides a very dangerous power. We're the only ones who are capable of controlling that power. And there we go. Was that always a heart icon? I thought it was like a big circle. Damn, the power of HD, man. I'm with Gasper on this one. I hate avocados. Paellas are pretty alright. Okay. Okay, here we go, boys. Actually, Apollo is a cool forum. We can definitely check that one out. Oh, Jesus. Alright, there's only 4. PK system was around since the days of Fragment until it was abolished in the middle days of the world R1. R1 being when it took place, and there was no PKing there. This is kind of a big theme of GU, is the predation on players with this PK system. I generally don't take part in PKing or PKKing in online games when I can do it. Sometimes I'll do some match-made PvP in like Final Fantasy XIV or something, but I don't really get into PK systems. I think it's dumb. Let people have fun. And it's also not really explained that well in this game, or this series, but the way PKing works, I understand it, I could be wrong, is that when you're saving in the game, you're actually saving your character data, and when you get PK'd, you lose everything since your last save, so that's why PKing sucks. Cyrus says avocados are good for you, though. And I say, fuck avocados! I know they're good for me, but I fucking hate them, man. I heard a weird thing from a friend of mine. Is it really true that the world is created based on the epic poem Epitaph of Twilight? It actually is true. I don't think the actual Epitaph of Twilight was ever published, but there are parts of it that are readable. Or like, there's some plot. Because the Epitaph of Twilight is an epic. Kind of like a... Crap, what's it called? Man, I can't remember what that epic... with Grendel and... Damn, what's it called? I'm blanking hard, dude. I keep wanting to say Gilgamesh, but it's not Gilgamesh. Helsing? No. Anyway, the point is, it's a really long poem that tells a story. Hey, butt rice. And the world, like the story of the world, was based off of that epitaph. I really liked the parts that I read of it. And then people were lamenting the missing part of R1. And this is what I was talking about before. Our CC Corp had a fire. And then they had to rebuild the world. Very different games. There was a certain charm to the quadrilogy's world, though. This one's more steampunk. The other one was high fantasy. Okay. And then talking about Crimson Versus, which is a kind of like an automatic card game sort of thing. We won't be able to play it until we get to Volume 2. So it's not really a big deal. This forum's not going to see much activity, which is good. But once we get all the beginning threads out of the way, we won't have this big long block of seeing friggin' text for 20,000 years. I wish they could fit these posts into just single screen so I don't have to keep scrolling. The Epic of Gilgamesh. Wasn't it actually Gilgamesh? That's not the one I'm thinking of, but Gilgamesh was an epic, right? Yeah. What is the one I'm thinking of? With Grendel. Damn it. It's really famous. I used to know the name of it. I'm gonna look it up while I scroll through this. Telling you how this card game works without actually letting you play it. Good job, guys. You really knocked it out of the park. Grendel. I think Grendel had his own epic. I don't remember. Beowulf. God. Of course it's Beowulf. Son of a... Oh, Jesus. And then this one is just kind of people talking about news and whatever. Talking about their fake MMOs that they like. It's really cool. Like, when I play this for fun on my own, I do actually read all these threads. It's a lot of fun. And part of the charm of .hack is the sense of a community, even though it's all fake, obviously. I think it's cool. You'll see repeat posters, too. Like, I called that guy Butt Rice. You see him post a lot, and people actually call him Butt Rice in text, then he gets all mad about it. And then Mayako 1/2, or whatever her name was, I think that's actually the character that I was looking for with the item I wanted, that looks like the Shiaka character in Trigger. There's Butt Rice again. Good old Butt Rice. Let's see. Cyrus guessing what epic I was thinking of. The Iliad. It's a good one. Aeneid. I don't know that one. My English or literary knowledge is not actually that good. Like, I've only ever read part of Beowulf, never read the whole thing. Apple Star! And of course, these characters are all based out of Japan because technically they're playing on the Japanese servers, and everyone's Japanese. There's actually a plot point in the manga / anime. I think that one was called The Legend of Twilight. Where there's a character who was playing from America on the Japanese servers to try and learn Japanese. Of course, everyone's speaking English because it was obviously translated in English for us, so that was kind of weird. M2Ds are the virtual reality headsets they play on. By the way, don't know if you guys know this, a reality game. Not only is it an MMO, also Homer's Odyssey. Yeah, that's a good one. Looking for Tan. So this is a thing that you would not really know about if you haven't watched Roots yet. Tan was kind of like the rival guild to the Twilight Brigade. Or was Tan the name of the character? I can't remember. No, it was the guild, okay. It's been a long time since I watched .hack Roots. They were like an information guild. One was a Blade Brandier and the other's an Edge Punisher. I wonder who that's talking about. Definitely not Io10 and Asta. Edge Punisher being the giant sword class. Ah, yes, Forest of Pain. The entire area is currently sealed off. Even if you have the words, you not get there. And then, Alaystar over here, being full man mode. It was supposed to be extremely hard. Also, there's a rumor that people who go there are known to disappear. And then people who took part in the Forest of Pain were lost in a coma. The Forest of Pain will actually come up in the story, kind of. There are people that we will meet who have taken part in the Forest of Pain and came out alive, or slash not coma. And these people are obviously not Haseo, because we haven't met them yet, which is why I'm not saying who they are. I don't even remember when that's a thing that gets addressed. It might not even be for a couple volumes yet. I wonder how much work had to go into this. Now see, if I were doing an LP of this game, I would make a separate video just for all this. Or if I put it into the main video, I would like post a timestamp that you could skip with. Actually, shit. You know what I just realized? So people who have not been on my channel for that long would not really know that I did a Let's Play of Monokamiya, which has still not been finished. I'll get back to it, guys, don't worry. But one thing I used to do in that Let's Play was, because there were some times where I would just stand in place and talk for a while because I was waiting for the day-night cycle to progress from night, because it was bad time when it was nighttime in that game. I'd post a little skip button, or a skip text on the screen, and then I'd put an annotation over it that you could click to skip to when the day broke in that game, so we could continue progressing. But YouTube took annotations away. I just remembered that. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Anyway, why Akalu is because people post fan art. And that's how you get wallpapers. So as we progress through the game, more people will post, and we'll get more pictures to use as wallpaper. Right now I study English while I log into US server. I enjoy make many American friends. Kalu's a fun forum. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm gonna hazard a guess that some of these pictures are just, hey, Kazubolo. I think Kazubolo is the person we'll meet later. Actually, like, all of these posters are people we can see in-game, actually. But I think some of these, or all of these photos are just pieces that the development team drew, like, not even just the artists. I'm probably making that up. In fact, I'm pretty sure I am just making that up, but that sounds like a cool thing. Kind of like how in Final Fantasy 15 there's actually drawings done by the children of some of the development staff that are posted around. Like if you go to Taka's diner, you can actually see some like crayon drawings of some characters on a wall. And that's not official art, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, more Haseo fan art. Mayako 1/2. Exotic guy! Yes! Let's see. Sarah says, well, I always expect with the first video of an LP to be a lot of tutorials and stuff, so it's okay. Also,